Hello, my name is Anna Osborne, and I am coming to you live from Sacramento of the offices of Life Unscripted Counseling. And today, for our blog post, I'm doing a video instead because it was just really hard to write out the story and I wanted to share it with you guys. So, for those of you in the Northern California area, you know that we are in the middle of these crazy storms that came out of nowhere. We've had a very, very calm winter, too calm, not enough rain. And the last week, we've been having these this storm system that came in that's bringing lots of rain and wind and power outages and thunder and lightning. And it looks like it's just going to continue for the next few days, maybe the next week. Anyways, my office is right across the street from this beautiful park, Sutter's Fort, and there's these gorgeous trees that I get to look out my office window at. Well, the other day when I was driving to work, I came around the corner of the park and this tree, this massive, massive tree had fallen over. And I'll share some pictures in the blog post because the pictures of this tree that fell over is just absolutely incredible. And it made me wonder, how did this big of a tree fall over? I mean, it's gigantic. Its root systems have to be huge. And I mean, the base of the tree was taller than me. So I kind of walk over to the tree, I leave my stuff in my car, and I go over and I notice that the roots are actually really shallow, which is just incredible to me because this tree is just beyond tall of how is the root system so shallow. And it got me thinking about the weather that we've had here in Northern California the last few years. And with the exception of last year, we have had just this incredible drought. I know a lot of California has been dealing with that. In fact, most of California. And so I started thinking about this drought and how it has obviously impacted this tree that's probably hundreds of years old. And it's required its root system to be more and more shallow and more towards the surface because there's just not a lot of rain coming in. And it's weakened the tree in such a significant way that this giant windstorm actually leveled the tree and caused it to fall over. So, obviously, as a couples therapist, this makes me think about our relationships is that we can go through periods of time in our relationship where it feels like we are just the heavens have opened. It is raining, and we have so much time and energy to invest into one another, and it feels great. We're so connected, our roots are running deep. And there's other times where it feels like we're in the middle of this horrible drought and we don't know when rain is coming again. And so when we are in the drought phase of our relationship and we're struggling to connect, we're struggling to communicate, we're struggling to reach to each other with vulnerability, to create intimacy, all these things that are just landmark important in our relationships, our roots can start to feel really, really shallow. And this wind can come that seems significant but not debilitating, and it can absolutely level us. So my encouragement or my words of, just encouragement today is really looking at your relationship and is it going through a drought? How long has it been since you have given your relationship a good, strong watering? One that helps those roots deepen and allows you guys to stay connected to one another. And if you're finding that your relationship has been in a drought phase for way too long, I encourage you guys to start doing some work on it. Because doing this work for as long as I have, I notice over and over that when couples reach out for therapy, usually it's because so much time has passed and there's been so many injuries and so much just hurt that has accumulated and has left the couple feeling so disconnected and like their roots don't run deep anymore. So whether or not it's reaching out for support, it's picking up a book and reading it together, it's just spending some time playing cards and talking and reconnecting with one another, I encourage you to water your relationship, nurture it, allow those roots to run deep again, because I don't want any of your guys' relationships to end up like that tree that just blew over in this windstorm and had to be completely removed because there was no hope of replanting it. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to info@Life Unscripted Counseling. But most of all, I wish you encouragement. I wish you time for connection and time for each other in your relationship. Till next time, guys. Bye.